Huh? हेलो हेलो एवरीवन इसे क्या हुआ हेलो हेलो am I audible if anybody is there if I am audible please let me know Virenji am I audible and visible please let me know great 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 so welcome everyone and welcome to this live session. And in this live session, I want to clear few doubts for those people who are really serious to create something of their own to start a business, but they are in a job, they are working professionals, okay? But they have this some kind of idea that they want to do something. So in this video, in this live session, I'm going to clear all your doubts. And after this session, you will have 100% clarity that whether you should do it or not. And if you decide to do it, then how you should go about it. Okay. So, so let's start. Hello, 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 guys. Please let me know if I'm visible and audible. Hello, hello, hello. Please let me know, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for confirmation. So let's start with our topic today. Okay. So here we are. So guys, I have given this topic very important because whenever you are a working professional and you have these doubts in your mind that whether you should go for a business or you should continue with a job, and there are a lot of things going on in your mind. Okay, because me myself, I was a working professional and I had these doubts for so many years. So that's why this session here becomes very important. Okay, I am going to cover these six topics today. So first, I'll let you understand that what is that job versus business debate which goes on inside your head. Then I'll give you some idea that what are the benefits of job and what are the benefits of business. Then we will try to identify what is the real reason that you want to do business. Then we'll understand one fact that why 80% people fail. So you need to understand that reality also. And then what you should do next, that we'll cover in the last section. Okay. So let's start with the job versus business debate. So guys, I want to tell you something. So in market there is there is a lot of debate about so some people will say job is bad, job is slavery or something like that. And then some people, they will talk very extreme about business, that business is not for everybody, business is not good, it involves a lot of risk, all these kind of talk. So I want to clear something for you, that neither job is wrong nor business is wrong. See, we as an individual person, we have to decide what we want in our life. Okay, jobs are very important. If you are a business owner, you want to build a team, you need people who really love their job. Then only you will be able to build a very good business. And there are people who don't want to do business. Okay, they are happy with their job, they are happy with the skills they have, they are happy with the pay they get, and they are really doing good in their job. So what is why they should do a business? There is no point. Okay, so it's not a mandatory thing for everybody to do a business. Okay, and same goes with business. If someone is interested in doing business, or he wants to create something for himself, he wants to have freedom in his life, and he have some something to create for himself, then he should do business. It's not mandatory that he should be in the job. If he has a dream, he is ready to put in the effort, he should go for business. So my point is that it's the individual choice. We have to decide for ourselves that what is good for us and what we should do. It's nobody else decision to tell you that you should do this or you should do that. Okay, so keep in mind, this is the place where you need to decide for yourself. Okay, now I will explain it to you that what are the different benefits of job and few limitations with the job. Okay, so benefits: with the job you have security. Okay, you have a job security. Then you are only responsible for your own work. So in a business, what happens, you are responsible for the overall growth of the company. Every you are responsible for the all the smooth functioning of all the departments. Then only your business will generate profits, and then only you will be profitable and you will make income. Okay, but in job you are only responsible for your own work. If you do your own work on time and you do it well, you will get paid. Okay, so you do not have much headache, you have to only care about your own work. Then timely salary, as I said, you work for 30 days and you get your paycheck, right? So that's very important. You don't have to worry about, from where the client will come, and all of that. So you get your timely salary, and then you have a very fixed growth pattern. So you do not have to overburden yourself with thinking about so many things. There is mostly, a kind of set kind of growth pattern which you have to follow, and you will grow, in that pattern only. So these are few benefits of job, but again, there are few limitations also, okay? And the limitations are that there is a limited growth. See, with job comes a limited growth, because you know that there is a certain salary, you will get a certain amount of, what do you say, hike, and there is a set pattern how much you will grow. You cannot grow like 1,000 times, 2,000 times. If you are making like 1 lakh a month, you cannot grow to 10 lakh a month in a 2 year 3 year period of time, and forget about earning like in 30 40 lakhs and all of that. That is just, a very high dream which is not possible with the job. Then again, always dependent. So see, if you are in a job, you are always dependent on some company. And what happens over a period of time, sometimes certain industries, they lose a lot of job, with the technology coming into play. And sometimes, a few industries, they just vanish. A few new industries come and they take their jobs. So what happens, that those people who are very much dependent on that kind of industry, they actually lose their job and their career, and they may have to start, again. And then I have written down that no assets for yourself. So this is also very important point when you are in a job. See, if you are in a job, no matter how good position you acquire, after 30 years or 40 years, even if you become a VP or a president of a company or a CEO of a company, but again, when your son will start his journey, he has to start from the scratch. But that limitations, it does not come with the business, because business is an asset. When you create something for yourself, your family, your son, anybody, they can start from where you have left it, okay? So that's what I mean when I say that, there are no assets for yourself when you go with the job. So these are the limitations, okay? Now now I'll explain it to you, what are the benefits of business and what are the, limitations of a business, okay? So let me close it here. Benefits. So guys, unlimited growth. You must have seen people that if someone cracks a code, if they get the, the right thing, they can grow exponentially. I mean, people have grown like 10,000 times in their career, right? They started from the scratch and they are earning in crores. That is the possibility, that is the potential with business, okay? Then independent. So when you have already created something for yourself, so you are independent from, any company or any certain industry. You get the hang of the business, you can actually, customize it according to the market and all, and you can always try out few different things. But you're not very much dependent on any company that, somebody someday they will fire you. So there is nothing like that. Freedom. You can actually experience freedom once you have a business for yourself. If you have really worked hard in your business for like 3 4 years, you have created something good for yourself, then you can experience freedom. Freedom means what? You can design your life according to yourself. You can decide on what days you want to work, you can decide on what time you want to work, you can decide when you want to go to vacation, you can decide when you want to take a 1 month vacation, anything like that. So that is what I mean when I say that you can experience freedom if you have a good business, okay? And then comes the limitations. So let's understand what are the limitations, okay, with the business. So it involves risk. Obviously, business, if you go to Google and you check the definition of the business, it will tell you that it involves risk. Business is a calculated financial risk. It is always, okay, there is no guarantee that what you are trying to do, it will you will be successful, okay? But there are certain strategies, there are certain paths. If you take them, your probability to become successful, it goes way higher. But again, still there is a possibility that you fail, okay? So it always involves risk. Then you have to grind for a long time. So business does not happen like this. In a job, you go for 30 days and you get your salary, you start, spending that money. Sorry. But in business, you have to grind for maybe 6 months or year, and then you start seeing the money in your business. So there is a grinding period, and that is a long grinding period. Okay, then you need to survive that grinding period. As I already told you, you need to experiment and you have to be ready to fail. So guys, this is one very important topic I want to touch it here, because we as an individual human beings, right from the starting in our schooling system, we have been told that failing is bad. We should not fail. If somebody fail, he's looked at with a very different perspective, right? You must have experienced that. So that's what I mean, that we are afraid to fail. Most of the people, we are afraid to fail. And with business, you know what comes, you have to be ready to fail. So that is one very important point you have to understand, that when if you're coming into business, you have to be ready to fail. And then there are chances that you have to go against your family, society, or your immediate people you love. You have There are chances that you have to go against them if you really want to create something for yourself. Because as I told you, not many people will understand your dream, your passion. They do not understand what you really want in your life. Everybody is looking for safety, security. So they also look, with the same same mindset. They also look at the situation with the same mindset, and they do not want you to go into this journey. But you know if you have decided, or if you want to do business, then you have to decide for yourself, that are you ready to face all these challenges, and are you ready to really go for it. So guys, in this point I've explained to you what are the benefits and what are the limitations of job and business separately. I've explained it to you. Okay, now in this point I really want you to think and decide for yourself that why you want to do business. See, there may be different reasons for different people. Okay, and what I have personally seen with working professionals, so let me tell you, there is one reason. Some people, and here I mentioned also, are you running away from your job? So what happens when I talk to many people, and they actually want to go to business because they want to run away from their job somehow. Maybe they are not doing good in their job, or they do not like their job, or the reason may be anything, but they think that doing a business is a escape from being in a job. Let me tell you, this mindset is really going to put a lot of troubles for you. Because let me tell you, business is not easier than job. If we compare it, you have already seen that doing a job is comparatively easier than doing a business. In a long run, things are different, but in initial timeline, if I tell you, starting a business, doing a business is going to be really challenging. Okay, so if you are just trying to do business because you want to run away from job, then it's a wrong reason. You will never succeed. And maybe a time comes when you waste a lot of money and time, and then you may go back to again the job and everything. So this is not the right reason. But if you have this reason, if you are really passionate about creating something for yourself, and you want to take control of your financial situations, then that is the correct reason to go into the entrepreneurship and to go into the business side. Because if you're really passionate about creating something, if you always have a dream that I really want something of myself, I want to take control of my financial situations, I want to be financially free, I want to earn a lot of money, I want to experience that money, travel the world, give good experiences to your family. If you have that reason in your mind, if you are thinking in that perspective, then my friend, you are having a right reason to go and try a business. Okay, so it is really very important here to understand that what is the real reason you are looking for a business. Okay, if you are operating from here, you are running away from job, my friend, you need to understand that this will not work. Maybe you need to work on something else. Maybe you need to work on your job skills and all of that part. But if you have this reason, then my friend, you are ready, and you should definitely go ahead and try. Okay, then, so, guys, I have explained it to you here at this point, that there should be a real reason, and you should be aware of your real reason, that why you want business in your life. Okay. Now, let's understand one more fact. So this is the study, and it was done by some international agency, and they came with the conclusion that 80% business they fail, like they fail very poorly. Okay, and 20% only succeed, and out of those 20%, only 4% they sorry only 4% they are at the very top side of the game, they are very profitable, but these 80% they fail like anything. So when we are entering into a territory where 80% business are failing and we are trying to do a business, so it's our moral responsibility to understand that why it is happening, what are the main reason. Okay, and then I'll explain it to you here why 80% people fail. So most of the people fail because they do not have any business background and any business knowledge. So as I told you, business is also a skill that can be learned. Okay, but most of us, we do not come from a very influential business family where we are talking about business in our dinner table and we have a lot of idea about business, we understand the investment part, we understand all different elements of a business. So we do not have that background, we have never heard of it, we have never done it, we do not know the different elements of it. So what happens when you don't know about something and you try to do it and you expect that you will become successful at the first attempt? It's very unrealistic expectation, right? And then if you don't know about something, what we should do, we should learn about it. But most of the people, I have seen and I have personally experienced that the kind of education background we come from, we actually never want to go into education mode again. Me personally, I really had this mental block that I never ever wanted to go back to education part, because I really did not like my education part. It was very boring, and then when I look back today, so I feel that I have not used much of it. Most of it was very theoretical, and I could actually never use a lot of it, right? So that education, we have a kind of mental block where we really don't want to go to education side again. But what to do, we do not know about business, so we have to learn, so we have to go to education, right? So here education is different, here it is self education, that I'll explain to you later. But the point why most people fail and why I wanted to explain it to you, that people do not have business background and then they do not have business knowledge. Okay, that is why most of the people fail. Then business mindset. So guys, I talk about mindset a lot because, as I told you, I had a lot of mindset challenges in my life when I was trying to do business, and that is why I know that how difficult it is. If you are an employee and if you are trying to do a business, or if you are planning to do a business, these are two different end of spectrum. Okay, employee mindset is completely different and business person mindset is completely different. Employee mindset, he just thinks about that he's trading time for the money, he thinks about his 9 hours in the job and then he's expecting that salary, and that is his whole view about money and everything. But a business person, he thinks in terms of investment, he thinks in terms of time, he thinks he have a long term vision, he thinks that what he can accomplish in next 5 years, 10 years. So he has a complete different perspective about things. And employee person, he has a very complete mindset about things and life and money and everything. So this mindset is a huge thing, because ultimately mindset will decide who is going to win and who will not win, who will fail. Okay, so this you have to make a conscious effort to go from this point, from employee mindset to business mindset, and you have to make a very conscious effort, maybe for a year or 2 year. And if you really give a conscious effort, you can actually do it. I mean, I'm not telling you it's that kind of impossible thing, it is actually kind of possible. But you have to make a conscious effort to shift your mindset, and most of the people forget about conscious effort to going into this mindset. Half of the people, they don't even know that they have to work on their mindset before entering into business. So that is why it becomes one of the important reason why 80% people fail. Okay, And then third, learning, I have already included it in my first point, but I'll again explain to you that generally we think that we have to stop learning once we are out of our college. Okay, once we are out of our school and colleges, and once we start with a job or any career, we think that we have to, I mean, the learnings or the education part has stopped, and now we don't have to study. At least I was also having that kind of mindset. But as I told you, real life starts when you enter into your career or into business, because then there are a different set of challenges. Okay, I'm telling you, different set of challenges, and most of these challenges, they are never covered in your school and college syllabus. Okay, so be ready for something which you have never experienced, and to be successful in this journey of even a career growth or a business growth, you have to enter into the zone of your self education. Okay, so as I told you, these are the three major reasons why 80% people fail in their business journey, because they do not have a background and knowledge. They do not know that they have to develop a business mindset, and even if they know, they do not make conscious effort to do it, and then they stop learning after college. Okay, I hope you have got a lot of clarity that why most people fail. So in these 3 points, what you could see that it is not actually directly related to business. We have not even started discussing about the essential skills for business. We are talking about that what are the preparatory elements if you are planning for a business, right? So that is why I'm telling you that that is why these 80% people fail, because they just go with the confidence or with the product. They do not understand the basics, and then they fail. Okay, so now I have talked about all these things. Job versus business debate. I explained to you. I explained to you the benefits and limitations of job and business. I explained to you that why you need to find out your real reason why you want to do it. And then I actually gave you a clear idea that why 80% people fail. Now, these are the problems. But what is the solution? If you are in this situation, and if you have decided that you are really passionate about something, you really want to do something in your life, you want to take control of your financial situation, what you should do. So I can give you a few very clear cut pointers what you have to do and what are your next steps. So as I told you earlier, I am again going to emphasize this, that you need to start your self-education journey. Yes, and I have written journey word specifically because it is going to be a journey. Okay, it's not 1 day, 2 day, or 1 week or 1 month learning. It's going to be a long process of self-education where you have to learn a lot of new things about business, about skills, mindset part, or so many different things. But you have to start your journey of self education where you will learn about all these things. Then one and very important point, and you need to understand that you need to find a mentor. Okay, mentor is someone who has already done it what you are trying to do. It's really good strategy to find someone who has already done it, learn from him and do it. He will make sure that you do not grow, you do not go through a very long learning curve. He will make sure that whenever you are stuck, he will help you to come out of those situations, because he has already gone through all that process. Okay, so it's very, very, very important to find a mentor and to follow him, to surrender to him, to understand. But yes, one more point, that you need to take out time and you need to choose your mentor. Okay, do not just go and blindly follow people, because there are a lot of people and they say something else, they do something else, and they may have a hidden agenda behind what they are trying to tell to you. So you need to be smart enough to understand and identify one person for you with whom you resonate. Okay, but once you identify, once you find that person, surrender to it. Okay, surrender to him, go full on, listen to everything what he says and follow it. Okay, that's what you have to do. Then this important point, learn the game and play it. So as I told you, once you have found your mentor, then and you have started your self education journey, learn the game and play it. And I've given it the the word game, because it is actually unlike any other thing, unlike any skill. It is a kind of game. There will be different stages. You are going to start, so you are going to fail in the beginning, then you will get the hands-on experience of the skills, so you will start performing, you will start doing something good, and then again there will be new stages, new challenges, you cross them, there again will be new challenges. So it's a kind of game. More you play it, you become better at it, and then you start generating results, ultimately profits, right? And then one very important point you need to understand, sorry guys. And then last but very important point you need to understand, that when you are coming into the journey of business, you have to be open to experiments, failure, and setbacks before success. So it is like a ladder, and success is there on the top, but these are the initial steps. Okay, there will be experiments. You will try few things, they will not work out. You will try few things, you will fail miserably. There will be few setbacks. Maybe you have invested money and you have not generated anything. Maybe the idea what you have about business, maybe it does not work. Maybe the strategy you decided, it did not work. So there will be few initial steps where all these things will happen: failure, setbacks, and some of your experiments, they will not work. But let me tell you, there is a success on the top of that, and you just have to push through it, go through it, and try once more and try once more, and then definitely you are going to be there if you follow all these things as I told you. If you have a mentor, if you are on your journey of self education, you are learning the game and you are playing with the ethics, principles, and values, and you are ready to fail and you are pushing through all of this, then 100% nobody can stop you and you're gonna succeed. Okay, so these are your steps what you have to do. So guys, I have covered this topic and I hope you have got a lot of clarity about business side and what you should do when when you are I mean you're trying to come into the business side, and you are as a and you are and you are as a employee, you are working as a you are a working professional and you are trying to do a business, or you have some doubt about whether you should do a business or not. So I think this session would have given you a lot of clarity about that. Okay, so with this, I come to close. I come to closing of my session where I have already explained to you all the things, and now I would I would like to invite you for any question. If you have, you can ask me in the chat box, and I would be really happy to answer you for that. Okay. So, guys, any questions? And I'm ready to answer you for that. Any question? So we have a question, and it says, what kind of investment is required for digital business? So I would say that obviously, like any other business, you need investment, but any digital business, if you plan, it requires a very less investment compared to any other business. If you are trying to do any other business, it requires really huge investment. But here, the requirements, the funds you require are really less. Here I would say the first investment starts with your learning. So not everybody is very good with all the digital tools and systems and everything, and most of the people, they do not have an idea that how all these things work. Okay, and if you are planning for any business which is mainly technology oriented or an online business, then first you need to go through a small learning curve where you will understand about all this digital ecosystem. So there will be an investment on the learning. Then investment comes on the what kind of product you are trying to sell, or what kind of services you are trying to sell. So there will be few investments related to your websites, it could be there, related to few tools, it could be there, and then there will be few marketing cost and everything. But they are, let me tell you, they are bare essential investment for any business. You think about any business, and minimum people are require are multiple lakhs of rupees to start any business. But with the digital business, There are so many opportunities, and you can look around yourself, look around YouTube, and you will find so many success stories. People have literally started from 10, 20, 30,000 rupees, and they are really earning lakhs of rupees. So the potential is really huge, and this digital revolution, it has created huge opportunities for everybody. So I would say that if you are looking for a business, digital business will require the least amount of investment. That's what I can promise you. Okay. So I hope I was able to, I was able to help you with your question. If anybody has any other question, I'd be really happy to help you with that. Any question, guys? So we have this question and says, can I start this along with my job? So I would say definitely. And initially, you should actually start with your job only. There is no point leaving your job and coming into business side without any experience, or without any confidence. Because as I explained to you earlier also, see, all these opportunities, digital business and everything, they come with a lot of, I would say, ease. So you can work on them during your weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 2 hours in the morning or 2 hours in the evening. And because as I told you, there is experimentation time in your business, right? So all that time where you are just experimenting, you can actually do it along with your job. Once you have find out that things are really working good, and you have started generating some income, you can actually switch. Okay. But before that, you should, whatever your experimentation time is there, you should definitely do it along your job. That is for sure. And yes, 100% you can do it along with your job. There is no issue with that. I mean, thousands of people are doing it, and that is the smart way. Let me tell you, that is the smart way, because you already have something, you already have that source of income. You have not you are not experimenting too much with your life. You are doing a side hustle. You are investing your extra hours. Maybe you are not binge watching on Netflix, and you are investing your time into your business. That is something really good. And within 3 to 6 months, if something comes out of that, nothing like it, right? And worst case scenario, that you do not learn the things, you do not do it, you do not follow the process, you do not follow mentor, and you do not generate any results. Worst case scenario, if you fail, so guess what, you already have your job. Your life, your with your set patterns, it's already there. You have nothing to lose. So that will be a very smart move to do it along with your job, that I will say. So thank you for asking that, and I hope I was helpful. Guys, any other question? Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. So we have another question, and it says, what technical knowledge is required? So I would say yes, because now you are coming online. So you need some amount of technical knowledge. But technical word, sometimes people, they are very afraid of this word, technical. But let me tell you, these days, the softwares, the tools and systems which companies are designing, they are so easy to use that they are not even technical, I would say. If you can operate simple softwares like Facebook, WhatsApp, simple softwares, if you are able to use, then most of the tools you can actually use it. Okay. There will be a few hours of learning. If you go through it like few times, you will have a very good hands-on experience on all the tools, and you can manage them by yourself. Initially, as my mentor always says, and he says, you should be hands on with all the tools, because you are going to use them for long period of time. So you need to have idea about it, you need to have hands on experience about it. And then in the long run, when you are doing good and you do not have much time to manage everything by yourself, then you can outsource few of the elements which you're not very comfortable with, or where you don't want to give a lot of your time, and then you can focus on your core activity. That can be done, but initially you should get a hands-on experience, and they are quite easy. The only thing is, as I told you, it comes back to your mindset. So sometimes people come with this thought process that, oh my god, I am not a technical person, or I am old, or I do not know English, or these kind of mental blocks are there, and that's why they have put their own limitation that they cannot do it. But I have seen people 50 years of age, 60 years of age, they are doing it. I mean, 60 years of person who did not had any experience with laptops, computers and everything, if they are able to learn and operate these tools, I mean, anybody can do it. The point is, if how open you are to learn new things. So that is the whole point. But rest, yeah, technicalities are there, but they are not that much. They're, you can easily handle them, that I would say. So thank you for asking that question. I hope I was helpful with that. So guys, any other question, I'd be really happy to answer that. Any other question, guys? Anything? Any questions, guys? Or should we wrap up? Please let me know. So I hope our audience here, they do not have much questions. So uh, then I think we should wrap up. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you for taking out time and coming to my this live session. And I have tried my level best to give you a good amount of value. I came with that thought process that if someone is working professional and he had some thoughts about creating a business for himself, or he's looking for some clarity, so I have really included all the elements, what so that he can have a clarity and then he can decide something for himself. Okay, so that was the main intention behind this session, and I have I have tried my level best to clarify that. So once again, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining this session, and I'm really looking forward to serving you all in my next live session. Thank you.